The Young Sheldon season final teaser finally reveals the consequences of George's death. The prequel series to Big Bang Theory hasn't exactly been a rating success, but that's hardly surprising. In the process of rewriting history, it created many gaps in the canon. This happened during the early airing of George's infidelity scandal in the final season as part of larger efforts to improve the character's image, even as they tried. The authors couldn't get out of the patriarch Cooper's death without breaking canon. The video is an edited version of scenes from the Young Sheldon 1-hour special, with the majority of the scenes focusing on the difficulties faced by the Cooper family in the wake of George's death. Merritt did a lot of things at her husband's funeral, one of which was cry. Take a look at the video for Jim Parsons' appearance as adult Sheldon and Mayim B. Alex cameo as Amy. But Sheldon continued on relocating to Pasadena to start graduate school at the Big Bang Theory included appearances from every member of the Cooper family except George. Although Sheldon and Mary touched on the subject of the family patriarchs passing from time to time, they avoided discussing the circumstances surrounding his death in the events that followed. But Missy and Ma never mentioned anything. However, as adult Georgie hinted at in his appearance on The Big Bang Theory before Sheldon and Amy's wedding, the Cooper family would be profoundly affected by George's departure. Regardless of how one dealt with it, everyone had a tough time. According to Georgie, Mary was just too devastated despite Missy's assurances to George and the youthful Sheldon in the season 6 final that she would behave herself. After a particularly defiant year, she continued to act out even though her tale was kept secret. It is reasonable to assume that Memo 2 had trouble coping. It has been clear throughout the last many seasons that she and George have ultimately reconciled despite their differences. It was like far worse for her since she had to see Mary's grief unfold as seen in the teaser. Regardless, Sheldon persisted and relocated to Pasadena to start his doctoral studies at Caltech. While this occupied him, Georgie, who lived far away, was oblivious to his younger brother's mourning process. The Young Sheldon finale may deal with this. It is still unknown how Georgie would take care of the family, but she did so in the end. This is considering that no regular Cooper character will appear in the next spin-off, Georgia and Mandy's first marriage. Based on this preview, it seems like George's aftermath will be the central story point of the Young Sheldon finale. The show, being a comedy, will need to find a middle ground between the anticipated comedic elements and the solemn reflection on the dad's death. Considering that Big Bang Theory fans may have been anticipating this for a very long time, this already seems like a massive undertaking. Season 7's 14th episode and the program's 141st overall memer will be the Young Sheldon finale. Nonetheless, Young Sheldon has a lengthy track record of success in this area, since popular sitcom finals often include poignant farewells to long-running characters. It is natural for the comedy to take on a more muted or sorrowful tone during these times. Several office workers have used Mifflin as a hiding place throughout the years, but the series finals involving Monica and Chandler's departure from their famous friend's apartment were particularly touching. The narrative of Young Sheldon was primarily a family comedy, and the death of George and its repercussions will provide a suitable finale, even if the title focused on one Big Bang Theory character. As a result, a significant chunk of the show's melancholy goodbye will revolve on the characters' reactions to their cosmic loss. However, the scenes featuring the adult Sheldon might provide substantial comedic relief due to the fact that they take place at a point when the character is well distant from the disaster.